Atlantia vivere, Atlantia vince, Atlantia victor, Atlantia vivere, Agartha vivere, Shambhala vivere, Lemuria vivere, Urantia vivere, Dracona vivere, Akasha vivere, Lir, Sulka vivere, the insects, and the horses vivere, the immortals, the undead immortals, the pure immortals, the vampires, the werewolves, the Lemurian immortals, the Atlantean immortals, Anami, Anabo, Lamia, Imana, Krishna, and the Jade Emperor and Ozymandias vivere. My holy Atlantean people of Russia, this message is intended for the Tsar of Russia, for Alexei II, the great patriarch of the Orthodox Church of Holy Mother Russia, with whom I share the Holy Crown of Russia. You see, there are two dragons, one going left and one going right. Each has a small crown on the herald, that both of their crowns are united with two big chains which form a triangle, and with their heads they also form the symbol of the Illuminati and the Freemasons, and on top of the herald there is a big crown of Russia which unites the two small crowns. Later this image has been replaced by a human or a Dovahkiin and a dragon. Alexei II is a great dragon, and I have agreed with his request to sign the Constitution of Holy Mother Russia, and I have sent the electronic copies to the Orthodox Church, I believe, to the government, to Vladimir Putin, and also to the Russian embassy in Bucharest. So I did this in September last year, so probably you should have received it by now, especially since the electronic communication is instantaneous. That being said, I believe we should have a new constitution in which the priest shall pay 10% taxes. Oh, blasphemy! The priest, the God cannot pay taxes. Yes. Jesus Christ cannot pay taxes. The Virgin Mary cannot pay taxes, but you can pay taxes. And also the nobility needs to pay taxes. 10% should be the tax for all people, and we should make a more Christian constitution. Yes, not a communist constitution, but this is in the future. In the present, I wish to talk to you about, because I know that you don't hold me in a high regard, and you hold him in a higher regard than me, about the plans to invade Europe and America, about World War III, which was started by the desire of our American friends to extend ISIS and the Islamic world in the world. The plan of the Illuminati, or the New World Order, the plan of the Illuminati is to create a New World Order, also the plan of the Templars in Europe, by extending ISIS, which is the Islamic State in Iran, Iraq and Syria. They plan to defeat the regime of Bashar al-Assad in Syria and expand ISIS in Turkey, in Syria, in Iraq and in Iran, and also in 36 other countries. I have also seen that Romania and Bulgaria are on a nice ISIS map with a nice Muslim name. Also, there is the prophecy of Baba Vanga, which tells us to be concerned because in the future Muslims shall conquer Rome. So we need to be vigilant, my friends, but we need not dwell in the mistakes of the past, because we don't have to fear anyone. For many centuries we have feared for the protection of Holy Mother Russia. We have feared that the Mongols or the Tatars or the Ottomans or the Persian Empire will kill us all, or the Americans, and we have extended our countries to become the greatest country in the world, the largest country in the world at least. We have a lot of resources, but we only sell petroleum, oil, which is very hard to dig from Siberia, and we don't sell other rare materials like vanadium, for instance, or wolfram, which are used in the construction of superconductors. The superconductors are materials used to conduct electricity more efficiently. with no loss of electrical power. They are used in the construction of starships, like the starships we have in Romania. And also, I have sent to Vladimir Putin and to the government of Russia the Atlantean technology, which can be found at ftp.atlantia.online. The login is apollo@atlantia.online, and the password is Caligula36 with capital C, simple C. Okay. So, I have given to you and to the entire world the virtual democracy. I have stated that people of all races and all species are equal, and they have the right to propose laws and to vote laws on virtualdemocracy.org. So I have expanded on the premise of the French Revolution of 1789. For this I congratulate myself. If others don't congratulate me. And in 2 days I shall meet the obligation of being 40 years and 4 months old. The obligation of that, because in Russia you're considered mature at 38 years of age. My official birth date is 16th of January 1979, so I'm officially 38 years of age, but my real birth date is on 12th of December 1976. I'm a child of two worlds. My mother was a dragon with 2 heads, 8 wings and 8 legs from Agartha, and my father is a vampire, a red vampire from Cluj. And I am also a pure immortal. I'm a werewolf and a vampire at the same time. And men of the church need to understand history in a bigger picture. They need to be, astute and vigilant and to have great patience. So bear with me for another 3 years, because we are in a period of great upheaval. It is very normal that in the 5th night of the galactic cycle, in which we are now, to have ethical struggles. It is normal to have attacks of great powers one upon the other. It is not normal to have a new nuclear war, because a new nuclear war will reset this world into a new stone age. So we should avoid this. The only way to win a nuclear war is to not participate in one. If you see the nukes coming, you should not retaliate and let the other part win, because the other part will not be destroyed and they will have the chance to rebuild this planet. Yes. So, my concern today is that by moving our fleets into the Mediterranean Ocean, we are risking a confrontation with the Americans. A confrontation which could lead to World War III. I am aware of their plans. I am aware of the fact that they wish to extend ISIS on half of the world and then unite the world in a new world order led by Lucifer, by pretending that they are the savior of this planet. This is a medieval plan, but a very good plan for them, all things considered. There are some people who say that Vladimir Putin was replaced by an American actor. There are some people who say that the Illuminati and the Templars have infiltrated all the countries at all executive levels. So we need to be smart as the snakes are, as Jesus Christ said to us 2000 years ago. Be careful not anyone to deceive us. Because I know the Red Army and the White Army, all united, are ready to conquer Europe. Our military spending have been great in the past 4 or 5 years or 10 years, and now they have been cut by 25%. They are ready to roll, yes. But, China also has a great army. There are some people who say that there is a prophecy who says that they intend to invade Europe after us, and America, and Japan also, and Southeast Asia, because they wish to rule the world once again. And the empire of Jesus Christ, which we seek to make upon this world, is an empire of love. I know the dragons, as also the Dovahkiins, like myself, have little patience, but we should exercise nevertheless this patience in observing what is happening around us, and not to intervene until it is needed for us to intervene. I am very grateful, but I cannot ask myself how many armies, how many tanks, how many submarines, how many carriers, how many airplanes does Jesus Christ need to conquer this world? Obviously, he does not need anything. He conquers this world with the power of his love. What will the people in the countries that we wish to invade think about us, the living and also the dead? How are they going to affect our Viking soul and our Russian soul? And our Romanian soul also. The soul of Atlantia shall be greatly affected by this war. A war between white people, a war between Atlanteans. That is why we should avoid it. Goodbye, my